This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, February the 27th, and it's almost March, because February is a short month, in case somehow you didn't realize that. But I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. It is February the 27th, and I'm literally almost back to normal. I think my voice is just about normal again. Let me get caught up with you all here so that I can, too loud, so that I can hear what you all, or see what you all are saying. So hopefully this week, I'm going to be able to see more of your messages. Apparently last week, I don't know what Facebook was doing, but it was limiting me, and I could only see, I don't know, I could see like maybe a fourth of the comments that you all were making. Hello, John from home base. So I did get that one. But yeah, hello and happy Sunday, everybody. Again, hopefully Facebook will be kind this time and let me be able to see the messages. Hello, Lynn. It is good to see you. Hello, Sylvia. I am fantastic. How are you? And hello, Sandy. Hello, Deanna. Good. I think we're going to get to see all of them tonight. If you are watching this later and you want to say hi and hello, go ahead. Hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. I promise I will answer you. And hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. It's good to see you too. But I hope everybody is having a great week. Hello, Betty Ann. And I have to tell you, let's see. Oh, Jennifer says it has been too long. And yes, it has. Hello, Jennifer from Pennsylvania. It's good to see you. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Vicky. And I have to tell you all, I had on a super cute sweater with a little, like off the shoulder sleeve. Hello, Hattie. It was super cute, and I had it all ready to wear for you all. And then I walked with Karen and got cold. And so you get the sweatshirt that Casey just gave me. Hello, let's see. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Carol. Oh, hello, Carol Lou. I'm glad you were okay. Hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. Hello, Myrna from Arkansas. Let's see who else snuck in. Hello, Vicky from St. Louis. And hello, Lynette from Greenville, South Carolina. And let's see, Mary Ann from Pennsylvania. Hello to you. And hello, Elaine. So anyway, I was wearing something super cute. Now you get the purple sweatshirt because I got cold while I was walking with Karen. And let's see, Tag snuck in up here. Hello, Tag. It is cold in Western New York. And yeah, it was a little bit chilly today. So we had like some 70s, I guess, middle to the beginning of last week. And then it was very chilly today. And hello, Sandra from Naperville, Illinois. Oops, and I missed somebody. Hello, Cynthia from Ohio. Hello, Lynette from Greenville, South Carolina. And let's see, and hello, Daryl. So, and hello, Trish. Trish says he hopes everybody's having a fabulous week, and she is in California. And hello, Kim. Hello, Orlando Debbie. Might have some exciting news. Hello, Rosie, and aloha, Kathy. And, yep, and I already saw Kim. Oh, and Debbie said it was 80s there. I know, John checks the weather in Lake Buena Vista every single day. And hello, Mindy. Hello, Sherry. Not kidding. He checks the weather down there every single day. So he probably knows your weather before you know your weather. So yeah, okay, let's see. And Lisa is sneaking in from Arkansas. So hello and happy Sunday, everybody. I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Today is February the 27th. Hello, Gina. If you are watching this later, please say hi and hello. If you're watching this later on YouTube, that is just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. If you want to say hello, I promise I will answer you. I answer on YouTube, or if you want to say something to me on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com after the chat notes are posted, I will answer that. And that really, if you have a longer question, so if you have something that's going to require, some feedback, and hello, Anna from New York, please do that through IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, because I have a much longer opportunity to answer you than some other places. And Vicky, okay, so Vicky, oh yeah, Debbie says she thinks I should open a Casey Kitchen Center in Orlando. Yeah, I wish. So Vicky has a question before we get started. Vicky's question is, why have some things gone up? And she's saying that some things have gone up by like a point. So Vicky, that has everything to do with what you selected as your 0 point items when you took your assessment. So when you took your assessment, the things that you chose as 0 point foods, some other things are going to change. And that's why I said when we first started Personal Points, don't assume anything, rescan everything. But it's okay, because it all sorts itself out in the end, depending on what your particular combination of Personal Points foods are. Okay, so anyway, let's get started. Dusty's already making some noise down here. Hopefully he's getting ready to settle down for a nap, but I have something over here that we're going to use in the second half that is probably a little too close to his chair. So he is, it's probably a little too close to his chair. So he may get up and down a couple of times. And Vicky, there is the points. Okay, so Vicky is saying, hello, Jean, it's good to see you. Vicky is saying that points have gone up since last month. The points should not go up after your original assessment. So, I mean, your allotment of points might go down if things change. You know, it depends on your age, your current weight, you know, what you select as your 0 point foods, but the foods themselves should not go up. So, Vicki, if you want to go over to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and message me there, just send me a message on this chat after it gets posted tomorrow. Then I will have much more time to try and look into that for you and answer it. And I'm happy to do that. And hello, Marlene from Florida. It's good to see you too. Okay, a little bit of news. So just a little bit of news for February. First of all, it's almost done. So February is almost over with. And Meal Plan Addict over on Instagram, if you don't follow her, it's just the @ symbol. Hello, Barbara. It's good to see you. It's just the @ symbol at Meal Plan Addict. So Meal Plan Addict over on Instagram took a survey, and hello, Katie, it's good to see you. Took a survey of what people's favorite meal prep items were, and so here were her top 3. And I thought this is going to hit home for some of you all because 2 of them were in my top 2. So the number 1 favorite food prep item that she found on her survey over on Instagram was clear containers. Thank you, Debbie, for posting that. Clear containers. You know, how often have we talked about using clear containers so that you can see what's in them? There's no point in meal prepping if you can't see what's in the container. And hello, Denise. The second one was super cubes, and y'all know how much I love super cubes, and there are previous chats on that if y'all want to go back and watch that. And the third thing was a food prep processor. Never thought about it. Honestly, I don't own a food processor, so I was just curious how many of you all do and how you use it. But anyway, those were the top 3 that she found in her survey. So I would love for you all to comment, and if you're watching this later on YouTube, please comment below and let me know what your favorite meal plan items, you know, think tools to use are. And if you're over on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, if this is after the chat has posted, go ahead and comment there too, because I would love to know, because I'm really curious to know how food processor made it to number 3. Maybe I'm just, you know, missing the boat on this. I don't own a food processor. I don't know. Maybe I need to get one. Okay. Also, I wanted to let you all know that WW has named their new CEO. So former CEO Mindy Grossman announced, this was just a couple of days ago, she announced late last year that food prep, the top 3, sorry, I have to answer Debbie, the 3 most popular food prep items, one of them was a food processor. So in case I said that too quickly, it was a food processor. Okay, second bit of news, WW has named their new CEO. Late last year, Mindy Grossman announced that she would be stepping down as the WW International leader in Q1 of 2022. And on February the 24th, they announced that the new CEO, her name is, and I have no idea how to pronounce this, she's beautiful though, I saw a picture of her, Seema Sistani. And so Mindy will be handing over those reins on March the 18th to help with a smoother transition. So she's not going to wait until the end of the first quarter. But honestly, that's like almost at the end. But I wanted to read you all this in a statement released by Grossman. This is what Mindy Grossman said about Seema Sistama. She said, "I had the pleasure of first meeting Seema over 2 years ago, and she immediately impressed me with her passion, her drive, her focus on purpose, and her creative approach to building businesses fueled by innovation and community," said Mindy Grossman. She is an inspired leader, and I am confident that she is the right person at the right time to lead WW into its next phase of growth. And I will post a link to, or actually Jessica will post a link to that entire article on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com when she posts this. This is chat number 262. And so you can go over there as soon as she gets that posted and you can check out that news. But I'm excited. I looked up a little bit of the technology background that she has, and I know WW has done a fantastic job with advancing their technology, especially with this new personal points engine and the way that it calculates everything. But sounds like this girl's got it going on, okay? It really sounds like she's got it going on. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do. But that was a little bit of news from February the 24th. And then the next news is maybe the best news of all. It looks like John and I may be able to go ahead and take our anniversary slash John's birthday trip to you-know-where at the end of the month. We're trying to decide what to do for the chat that Sunday, and we're thinking maybe something over at Disney Springs. I don't know. But yeah, so if we do it over at Disney Springs, if we can work that out, then maybe if you're going to be in town, if you're going to be in Orlando that day, maybe you could head over and we could do a chat together. I know we'll be talking to, Debbie specifically because she always tries to come down for that. But anyway, we thought that would be fun. More details will be coming on that later because it will be at the end of the month. So we've got a few weeks to talk about it. But if you want to help out with the trip by sending a couple of bucks, I'm not opposed to giving you my Venmo. I'm just saying. Just kidding. Kinda, sorta. Okay, so this month's theme, this is still February. We're barely hanging on to February. But this month's theme was Embrace Now. And here in 2 days, it's going to click over onto the new topic. But we have spent the entire month remembering that it's good to plan ahead. It's a great idea to take a quick glance in your rearview mirror to see what's going on, but we also have to have some plans for the here and now because things are happening right here, right now. Last week for chat number 261, we were talking about being okay, and I think it's okay right now to find out who attended a workshop last week. So last week would have been chat number 261 for us, and WW is scooting into the March topics already, but give me a thumbs up if you attended an in-person workshop last week. Thumbs ups for that. Or, and Linda had her bottom in it. Oh, a gray. You mean green, right? She said gray. It spelled out gray. It auto-corrected to gray. You mean green, right? Because Linda always has her bottom in a green chair. So thumbs ups for in-person workshops, or if you attended a Zoom workshop last week, if you snuck into one of those. And hearts if you were with us here live last week, or if you watched later on demand. You can watch on YouTube. It's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. And Barbara looks like she's struggling a little bit with the program. So Barbara, again, also, if you want to message me over on If You Have an Egg, then I will have much more space to talk to you about that and find out what's going on. But yeah, so bravo to everyone who either attended an in-person workshop or Rosie's was in a black chair on Saturday. That's exciting. So bravo stickers to everyone who attended an in-person workshop last week, or who attended a Zoom workshop, or was here with us live, or watched on demand. Yeah, I see lots of thumbs ups and lots of hearts. So good job, everybody. There are your virtual bravo stickers. If you're brand new with us, we give out virtual bravo stickers. Oh wait, hold on. Kathy got her 30-pound charm. Woohoo! Did anybody else have any celebrating to do at their workshop? Yeah, congratulations, Kathy. Here's an extra bravo sticker for a 30-pound charm. That is awesome. Hopefully you all have got quite the little charm things going on. Karen and I have got ours on little, sort of like a keychain, whatever, so we can hang on to them. So that is awesome. Good job with that. So back to this month's theme about embrace now. So we're embracing now. Last week we were talking about how to be okay when it's not okay. So we have spent years, and I've spent if you go back and watch the chats, I have spent years telling you that sometimes it's okay to just, to say, don't worry, be happy, and just move on with things. But I think WW is right. We've been spending a little bit of that time setting ourselves up for, instead of, and the Girl Scouts were in full force across the street. I just want to say, so we've been talking, I've used the Girl Scouts as an example the last couple of weeks, but instead of saying things like, oh, I bought Girl Scout cookies and I ate one sleeve. Hello, Julie. Instead of saying, that's okay. You ate one sleeve, give the other sleeve away, move on, record it, track it and move on. We have, and I have done this too, have gotten too much on the, it's okay to be okay. It's okay to not be okay wagon, but turn that into a ride on the excuse train. Oh, I ate a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies, so I might as well eat the other sleeve. It's okay, but I might as well eat the other sleeve and then just rejoin WW in March or April or May or after vacation or after. So last week we were talking about kind of, taking a step back from that and not riding that excuse train. We were talking about listening to your own voice. So say out loud to yourself or to your accountability buddy, do you hear yourself admitting that setbacks happen and that you're moving on? Or is your voice full of excuses like, oh, I'll just ignore it and I'll start again next week? Or whenever the next time the promo comes out, because I've done that several times. And then you want to set a time for when you are getting right back on track, like circle it in your tracker, put it on your calendar, put a sticker on it, do something like that. And then enlist help, so you can get help from your in-person workshop leader if you have an in-person workshop here with us. you can get help over on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com or in the If You Have an Egg closed group. There's lots and lots and lots of help. So last week your homework was hashtag no train to excuse town, because setbacks are going to happen, but it's what you do with them, when they happen. The 3 people that I picked for the homework this week, now all of y'all did a great job on your homework, but the 3 I picked this week were outstanding. I mean, like literally outstanding. So I hope that you will actually listen to these. So hashtag no train to excuse town. The first one is Lynn. So, Lynn kills it every week. She literally kills this every week. But last week she had ordered groceries online, and then she went back for one more look. So right before she hit checkout, before she hit checkout, she made one more look back, and then she said that the grocery train was leaving the station. So that grocery train was getting ready to leave the station, and then she realized she had some items in her cart that they were not safe to be in her house, okay? They were not going to be a good idea for her. She wasn't going to have any witnesses. So before that train could leave the station, she hit the delete button to get rid of those items that she didn't need and that would have been a problem later. I thought that was fantastic. That was no train to excuse town, okay? Then Carol Lou kind of made my heart flutter because she started telling a story about a deer diving into the side of her car as she was waiting to go to the grocery store. And I'm waiting for the rest of this, like, oh my gosh, who was hurt? What happened? What happened to the car? Blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so she was headed to the grocery store and a deer shot out into the side of her car. But with nerves of steel, she went on to the store and she stuck to her list. So instead of, jumping on that, oh, poor pitiful me, a deer just hit my car right here at the store. I'm just going to fill this buggy with the Girl Scout cookies out front or, whatever. So instead, with nerves of steel, she went on to the store, she stuck to her list, and she did not get on the train to poor pitiful Meville. And P.S., her car is drivable, so she's okay. The car is drivable, and somehow the crazy deer got up and walked away with only a bruised ego. So I thought that was another fantastic one. Lived to tell about it, and can still drive the car. And then the third one is during a monthly staff meeting, Kim was faced with, this list is incredible, fried chicken, popcorn shrimp, potato wedges, there was like cheese dip, I don't remember all, and a king cake. Okay, she is in the heart of Mardi Gras country, okay? She is right in the middle of Mardi Gras country. So all of that, fried chicken, popcorn shrimp, cheese dip, potato wedges, king cake, and I forget how many points she said a small piece of king cake was. So you're going to have to tell everybody, Kim, because it's ridiculous. But she took the train to Watertown instead with a co-teacher, and they enjoyed each other's company for the ride. So they just went along on their own ride. They both bypassed that table and went and just sat together. Oh yeah, 16 points. Kim says for a small piece of king cake, it is 16 points. Yeah, no thank you. I think I get 19 right now for the whole day. So no thank you. But yeah, so they just kept each other company. So this other co-teacher knew that she was watching her weight, knew that she was trying to stay on plan. And they just both bypassed the table and went and had a good time on their own. I thought those were 3 fantastic ways to not take the excuse train into town, okay? Great job, ladies. Good job to everybody who did their homework. Here are your extra Bravo stickers for getting your homework done and for doing such a fantastic job with it. Okay, this week is chat number 262. And we're talking about a weight goal that works for you. So if you've been here since we started the Personal Points program, it's all about you. And we decided 2 months ago that 2022, so in 2022, we were going to do you in 2022. Today, we're talking about a weight goal that works for you. And I'm going to have some suggestions, but remember, this is about you. It's not about me. It's not about her. It's not about anybody else. It's just about you. But there are lots of reasons. So like an upcoming wedding, a class reunion, maybe you've got an upcoming surgery. Maybe you're just, making your plans for when you get to your goal weight. There are lots of reasons to set a weight goal, and they don't all have to be the same timeline or intensity or the same expected result. And no matter how large or how small that is, sometimes setting a magic number feels less than, magical. Sometimes you set that number and you just think, yay, and it doesn't feel, it's a magic number, but it doesn't feel magical at all. Okay. Have you ever thought, so I need to know, has anybody ever thought this? Because I have. Have you ever thought, I'm going to lose 20 pounds before vacation? with the best intentions. So you literally think, you know what? I've got time. I want to do this. You know, we're wearing whatever, we're going wherever, you know, I want to be able to walk, you know, whatever the thing is, whatever the event is, you know, I'm going to lose 20 pounds before vacation with the best intentions. And then you realize, it's already been, I said that, and now it's already been a week or two, and now I've got less time. I don't know. What's that goal looking like now? You know, is it going to be 20? Is it going to be 15? Is it going to be 10? Then a little bit more time goes by, and then you start to stress over how little time you have, and then you actually gain weight before you even get your bags packed. So who else has that happened to? Because it has happened to me. It has happened to me. Made plans for an event. It doesn't have to be vacation, but I made plans for an event. Thought, you know, this is it. I'm going to do it. I've got plenty of time. I'll let some time get by. Then I'll let some more time get by. And then before I knew it, I was like, forget it. I'll just do whatever. And then I actually gain weight, you know, before whatever the event is. And so it's happened to Lynette. You know, it's happened to me. Not just once, on multiple occasions. So Lynette's very bravely, you know, raising her hand. Marianne's got her hand up. You know, there's a lot of us in this same boat. So if you have a number in mind for what Mary's got her hand up. So, and so does Kim. So yeah, see, that's very normal. And so is Mary, and Lynn says me. So if you have a number in mind, I want you to ask yourself the following questions, and then just let the magic happen, okay? Let the magic happen, or let the magic begin. So the first thing I want you to do is to check the calendar. So whatever this event is, and again, it could be a wedding, a class reunion, vacation, whatever, surgery. I know somebody that has to lose like 120 pounds before he can have surgery. And not only he is so stressed out over this huge number that not only has he not lost 120 pounds, he actually weighs more than when they told him to lose the 120 pounds. This is serious. I mean, this is like, could be life or death. But the number that they gave him was so big, it was overwhelming. And hello, Lisa. But it was so huge, it was so big, it was overwhelming. He couldn't wrap his head around it. So I want you to check the calendar first. So if you are less than a month before the event, so whatever the event is, you might want to focus on just staying within your points and making a plan for not overdoing it. You know, kind of put yourself in intentional maintenance. You know, we've talked about that before. There are other chats for that. But if you're less than a month away, you might want to think about doing that. Just putting yourself in intentional maintenance and just getting ready for whatever this event is, rather than stressing yourself out, you know, trying to lose the weight. Because a month is pretty quick. I mean, that's a pretty quick, you know, turnaround time, I guess, you know, on your weight loss plan. If the event is a month or more away, try breaking it down into smaller numbers. So instead of saying, you know, I'm going to lose 20 pounds before vacation, how about saying, you know, I want to lose 3 to 4 pounds a month, 2 to 3 pounds a month, 3 to 4 pounds a month, starting now. And then even if you lose 3 pounds a month, you would still be 12 pounds lighter before summer. So if you broke it down into that smaller number, you know, instead of saying 20 pounds before vacation, you could say 3 to 4 pounds a month in March, 3 to 4 pounds a month in April, 3 to 4 pounds a month in May, you know, and you can give yourself some wiggle room. And if you did that, and if you successfully got off 3 pounds a month, you would be 12 pounds lighter before summer even really starts. That would be fantastic. And if the event is your final goal weight, I'm going to suggest that if it's your final goal weight with WW, I'm going to suggest that you talk to your leader, if you've got a WW leader, or either a doctor, your physician, or, you know, go online and get a coach, get a WW coach. Go ahead and talk to them about what a reasonable expectation for getting to goal, you know, for you would be. For me, if I had accepted all of my 0.2 pound a week weight losses over the years, I would have been at my goal weight in 1998. Okay. Think about that. That's a long time ago. This is 2022. And if I had taken my own advice then, like I am now, if I had taken my advice and my time then and just really embraced all those little bitty weight losses instead of letting them make me do this, I would have been at goal weight in 1992. And getting to goal fast sounds exciting, but it is a proven fact. I mean, it is literally with research, a proven fact that long-term, slow and steady, smaller series of goals, they're proven to help you get there it takes a little longer time to help you get there and then stay there. So to help you keep it off. So check your calendar first. The second thing I want you to do is to check your facts. So losing 5 pounds in a week might sound okay, and it might be doable, for 1 week. But the fact is, losing 5 pounds every single week is not sustainable. It's not realistic, and it's not even healthy. Okay. The next fact, long-term weight loss expectations on WW, on the new plan, on the personal points plan, the overall average, so I'm not talking your first week if you just joined, but the overall average for WW is 1 to 2 pounds per week. Okay, and it's average. And when you go back and read this, I capitalized the word average. So the reason I capitalized that is not everyone is going to see that kind of rate. Some of you are not going to lose weight that quickly, just for whatever reason. Some of you are going to blow past it. So that is average, and you need to embrace it. No one is judging your efforts. So saying that there's a 1 to 2 pound weight loss, average per week, that's not judging you. That is no judge. It's not a judgment of your efforts. It's just a fact, okay, that you're just going to lose weight at the rate that you lose weight. And then also another fact, certain medications, exercise restrictions, your age, hormone things going on will affect how fast and how much you lose. So you need to take that into consideration when you're setting this goal for weight. There are many, many support groups on Connect that you can join that will help you move beyond. I haven't found a thing yet that there wasn't a group for. I found a group for somebody for sciatica the other day. There are groups for people that deal with depression. There are groups for people that have diabetes. There are groups for people that are over 50, that are over 60, that are over 70, that are over 80, that have grandchildren, that have children, that are single. There's literally men, women. I don't think there is a situation in your life. Now, you might have to call it something a little different than, like you can't say a group for 54-year-olds, but a group for over 50 or for grandmothers or whatever. I have not found a situation yet that there wasn't some kind of a Connect group for. So that is a fact. The fact is you are going to have, and they might be different than mine, but the fact is there are going to be things that you're going to have to overcome. And there are lots and lots and lots of support groups within WW to help you with that. Okay. Then I want you to check yourself. So, is the weight loss goal for you, or is it for somebody else? So if you're trying to lose weight for somebody else, that's never a good idea, okay? The motivation behind it, so remember your why. When you first signed up for WW, they asked you to write down or to say it out loud, what your why is. And thank you, Barbara, I'll get in a second. What your why is. So, if you go back and revisit what your why is, or maybe it's even changed, now that might make the difference between success and throwing in the towel. The second thing is the timing right for you? So you're checking yourself. Is the timing right for you? If you've got some big major life thing getting ready to happen, like you're getting ready to move across the country, or COVID. I mean, COVID may not have been the best time. Hello, Rita, it may not have been the best time for people to start this, or you're going to be out of town, or you've got family moving in or family moving out, or whatever. If you have a big life-changing event going on, this may or may not be the right time. But if you're in a place where you think, what? Kids have moved out. I got this. I've got time. I'm settled into my new job, or whatever, whatever it is, if now's the right time, then jump on it. And then the last thing is be honest with yourself about where you want to be. So when I was 16 years old, I weighed 125 pounds and I thought I was huge. Okay. I was 16 years old. I didn't know any better. And I just absolutely thought I was huge. Then when I was 26, I tipped the scales right at 200 after I had Casey, and I literally felt exactly the same. So my value of my weight, or how I felt, with my weight, literally was the same at 125 and right at 200. Okay. Then when I set my original goal, I made it way too low because I started having all these visions of those 125 pound days. And I knew that I didn't need to get down to 125, but I set my goal way too low. It was too restrictive. Thank you, Sandra. Too restrictive. Wasn't enjoying myself. Couldn't sustain it. Was barely eating anything. And John was constantly telling people, don't offer her that. She won't eat anything. She doesn't eat anything. So it just wasn't, right. So I went back to Gwen and I said, yeah, that was fun, but this is not working for me. I'm enjoying wearing this size jeans, whatever, but this isn't a lifestyle. So we raised my goal by 10 pounds to the top of what my limit was with WW. And if you need to raise it more, not a problem. Just go get a note from your physician. No big deal. But you need to be where you need to be. It's much better. So the weight loss goal, or the end goal that I have at WW, I'm only 10 pounds over that right now, and it is a much better goal for a 54-year-old grandmother of 2. Okay, so you've got to think about you. You've got to check yourself. Okay, so your homework for this week is wait for it. It's hashtag WEIGHTFORIT. Wait for it. But you're not waiting, it's wait for it, WEIGHT. So you've got a goal in mind, you do. I've already seen some of them come up. So just since we've been talking, a lot of you have already said, I have a goal to do this, or I've got a wedding coming up, or I've got a whatever. So you already have a goal in mind. So using those 3 steps above, tell us how you're going to check the calendar. Thank you very much, Alicia, for posting that. How you're going to check the calendar, check the facts, and check yourself, and then tag me in that, and you will get next week's super cool badge. Whew, okay. So now, everyone who's been begging me to take a drink of water, I will do so, and I want you all to take one too. If you are new with us, this is the halfway point. We do still have another almost 30 minutes. Believe it or not, I'm going to keep talking. See, the time, I don't know what it does for you all. Thank you, Lynn, for posting the hashtag. I don't know what it does for you all, but it absolutely flies. Like, it feels like I've been talking for about 5 minutes. Okay, so everybody get you a drink of water, take a quick break. And Barbara, they are fantastic. Barbara asked how the beautiful granddaughters are, and they are fantastic. Alyssa is 4, and a lot of her friends are turning 5, and she is getting very excited about being 5, and it's hard to tell her she's got almost an entire year to wait before she's 5. And Bo is 5 months old. 5 months old, and is turning into a giggly, smiley little slobber monster. So she is super cute too. Okay, so we are at the halfway point of chat number 262, and we are talking about weight goals. So part of setting a weight goal, and man, this sweatshirt is so bulky underneath this apron. But anyway, part of setting a weight goal is being able to plan some things that you can eat, that you can enjoy to eat. We were talking the very first thing in the news for this month. We were talking about Meal Prep Addict, talking about the 3 most popular things for people that are doing meal prep, and we are not going to have another meal prep discussion, although kind of sort of. So a quick recap of last week. John was going to be out of town for a few days, so I decided to have a potato bar. The week before, we had done a taco bar for the entire week, and it had been tacos, nachos. Let's see, it was tacos, nachos, enchiladas, a deconstructed bowl. It was different things all using the same ingredients, because I will not eat the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I have bagged salad myself out. Okay, I will not be eating bagged salad, maybe as a side for a couple of things at night this week, but I have bagged salad myself out. I'm done. I've had it for 2 weeks, and I can't eat it anymore. So last week I decided to do a potato bar. And I did get to do the potato bar for three different ones. They were so yummy. If you did not see them, you will have to go back on Instagram or on or here on Facebook or in our Facebook group and go see what I did with those. So yummy. I'm telling you, I could eat potatoes. I think I could eat potatoes almost every day with different things on them. So this week, John will be home. It is going to be super hairy, hectic, busy though. So what I'm doing this week is I'm doing my meal prep planning for lunch. So last week, the last 2 weeks, it has all been about dinner. So it's been about the most, yeah, Celia did too. So it's been about the most tired part of my day. So by the time we get done here at Casey Kitchen Center, by the time I get done with all of this, all during the week. And that's funny because the closed captioning said Zelia instead of Sylvia. Yeah, Sylvia. Anyway, hoping Lynn is doing a potato bar for this week. So all the last 2 weeks, it was for that evening meal. Trying to get pre-planned for that. This week, it is going to be so busy. I mean, like, it was already so stinking busy Friday and Saturday in the showroom that I asked the new girl, Kendall, I said, do you want to cry yet? And she goes, no, I'm not ready to cry. She goes, but I think I need a nap. Okay, so that's how busy it was. So I am determined that I'm going to continue eating lunch at work, let's see, every day, all January and all of February, every single day at work, I've had something for lunch every single day. This week, it got a little dicey though last week. I'm not going to lie. It was very dicey. Like one day it was an apple, and then I ran by and grabbed a string cheese, and that was it. That was all that I had. So this week, I'm going to be focusing on tortillas. And oh, hello, Janelle. So this week I'm going to be focusing on tortillas. So 2 weeks ago it was all taco related. Last week it was all potato related. This week for lunches I'm going to be focusing on tortillas because I know so many different things that I can make with tortillas that I won't get tired of them. So my favorite right now, my favorite tortilla, low point tortilla, is the La Banderita Carb Counter. And I like these because it's a soft flour taco, and it is, let's see, it's only 35 calories per serving. They're an excellent source of fiber. They don't have any hydrogenated oils, no bleached flour, and no added sugar. Plus, these come in 3 cool sizes. So this one is the snack size. It even says new snack size on the bag. They also have a street taco size that is about that big, and they have the regular one, which is a normal size. This one is 1 point for one. Honestly, I think it's still 1 point for 2. The street tacos, you have to eat like 3 of them to be 2 points. And then the big one, I believe, is 1 point for 1. Hope we're not going to start coughing. I know a lot of you all eat the Olay Extreme Wellness. Cut to carb. If you want to order those online, those are also very good. But just find you some kind of a good tortilla. Okay, so what I do with these, and Sylvia, you might want to ask your grocer. So she's saying that she can only find the normal size. You might want to ask your grocer, because the guy is, what, Gail? I don't know what Gail's talking about. So the grocer can talk to the person who stocks these and see if they can leave, the other 2 sizes if they have people that are interested in them. But okay, so I don't keep y'all here until 10 o'clock. So a couple of the things that I do. So Janelle, I find these at just the regular grocery store. So I have found these. I am right across the street from a Food City. I have found these at Kroger. Let's see. Did I find them at Target? I don't remember. Oh, Ingles. I did see them at Ingles. So I have found them at all of the local grocery stores here in Knoxville. So you'll just have to check your local grocery store. I'm pretty sure if you go online to Olemex, it is olemex.com, Olemex, Olemex.com. Pretty sure you can go there and find a store locator to see if you have any near you. But the Olay Extreme Wellness is another good brand. If you can't find these, just make sure that you get the high fiber one. And then I'm sure these ladies have just been chatting about lots of other options that are great for that too. But a couple of the things that I like to do with these, it makes for a super fast, super easy lunch for here at work. I have carrots I have little baby carrots that I bought as the side to go with those. And I bought some applesauce cups because, I can eat those and run at the same time if I need to. So one of the things that I like to do about it, oh, hold on a second. Debbie said, you asked a few weeks ago about the Chobani Zero, and she said they were here. Oh, no. And she said that they were there in Orlando, and now they are not. What? Where are they? Because I still haven't found them yet. Okay, one of the things I like to do, though, and I'll show you how big this size is. So I do like the snack size for here at work. So the snack size is, I don't know, what would you say that is? Maybe 7 inches across, 7, 8 inches across. Jennifer needs to know if the low point wraps are gluten-free. I'm going to guess that these are not because, no, these are made with wheat starch. So you would probably have to find one. Oh, I guess it's made with corn is my guess on that. But anyway, I like the snack size for here at work. And I just dumped all of these out. But I like the snack size for here at work because it's small enough that no matter what I make with it, if I sit down, I can eat it, real quick. And yes, Carol Lou says the corn ones are gluten-free, and Lynn agrees. So, it's small enough that I can make something quickly and I can just grab it and go if I need to. But one of my favorite things to do with these, and I don't know, it just occurred to me one day and people are like, yeah, that's a flour tortilla. tastes fantastic like this is to take some kind of peanut powder, or like this one is it's a powdered almond butter, is to take some of this, just barely wet it. So I'm just wetting it enough to get it to stick to this, and then wrap a banana. So I'm not eating this right now, so I'm not going to peel the banana. It has been washed already though. But peel the banana. So put a little bit of some kind of PB2 powder. That's Barney's almond butter powder. Some kind of peanut butter, almond butter, protein powder. Or if you have the points, go ahead and put a little bit of real, actual peanut butter on there, and then roll up a banana in there. It's perfect. So the banana is about this big when you roll it up. So it ends up being like that big, and that is perfect walking around food. So that I think is, is a good one. Also, I love to take I love to take like a cheese stick, and I do not have any of them here, but I love to take a cheese stick and then put maybe some low point ham or some low point turkey or something like that around it. And again, put some lettuce in there or something real quick, and then roll it up. Again, you have just the right size for a roll up to walk around. Oh yeah, and Kim said that would be great. That would be good for Friday lunch during Lent. That would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect. Staying on the lunch meat kind of a jag. Today for lunch, since I had purchased all of this for tonight's chat, I broke out that dang holy guacamole, chunky guacamole in the individual cups. And I was so happy when a couple of you told me that you can put these in the freezer. So I now have 4 of these in the freezer, and then I have 2 or 3 of them out in the refrigerator ready to use. Okay, hold on. Carol Lou, I literally almost did that, except not a tomato. I almost bought Laughing Cow cheese. So I'm going to talk about the holy guacamole in a second, but Carol Lou, it was between guacamole and Laughing Cow cheese. And the guacamole won, but Carol's exactly right. It's a little bit of Laughing Cow cheese. Let it come to room temperature, and then spread it on here, and mix it with some kind of greens or like some cucumbers rolled up in there would be really good, really good. And now I'm wishing I had gotten some, but instead I got more of the holy guacamole. So these are little individual cups, and if you have chosen avocado as one of your 0 point foods, then this would be 0 points for you. For me, it's just a point or 2, depending on how much I use. But these little individual cups, we found out last week, can be frozen, so you can keep them in the freezer. But so today for lunch, I did the snack size tortilla. I put half of one of these on here, so half of a holy guacamole, and some of the honey ham. I did some of that, and then I did 1 slice of Velveeta cheese. So I know I already had the guacamole on there to make it soft. Yeah, Carol says, wrap a big old pickle in it. I actually have some big old pickles at home. Not 2 days before weigh-in am I eating a big old pickle. Not anything that salty for sure. But that was absolutely delicious. I was satisfied. So it was a low carb tortilla, the snack size of carb counter, a couple of pieces of the ham, some guacamole, and a piece of Velveeta cheese. Okay, and so Debbie and somebody are talking about tortilla pizzas. Those are the bomb. They are absolutely the bomb. I did not buy any of that for this week because I don't know whether or not I'll have time to cook any of it. So, so I had to grab things that I could just roll up, and walk around with. Okay, then the next thing, I just said I didn't know if I'd have time to cook it or not, but low carb tortillas are great with little packets like this. So if you want to stock up on these, they last for a really long time. Yeah, and Carol Lou said they're good for breakfast too. Scrambled eggs and cheese is yum. So that's what John and I had for breakfast this morning. We had turkey sausage, we had some of these, turkey sausage, scrambled eggs, and my secret recipe scrambled eggs. They're so fluffy. And then we had some fruit to go with it. And that is exactly what we had for breakfast this morning. But another easy thing to do, and again, if you're just running, if you're, dining and dashing, if you're at a soccer game, volleyball game, if you're at something, Take says a beef hot dog wrapped in it and put in the air fryer. Ooh, that would be good for dinner. I'll have to keep that in mind. But it's like at volleyball games. So like when we used to travel with Casey to volleyball games and soccer games, things like this that doesn't get squished like a piece of bread, okay? So much less points than a piece of bread. Still that satisfying bread taste, but it's not a hamburger bun. It's not a hot dog bun. You're not spending 4 to 6 to 7 points on a bun like that. But something like this, you know, with the sandwich meat, you know, or cheese or string cheese. But these, I mean, like, it doesn't go bad. So you can set them in your car. You can leave them in your car. You can put them in your purse. You don't have to worry about keeping them refrigerated. So one of these is a chicken at the sea wild caught pink salmon, and is a lemon pepper flavor. Those are really good to put on there, or just tuna, you know, if you just want to do tuna. Okay, and I do want to have time to show you the rest of this, but if you have time to heat it up, so like tuna's good. Tuna's really good, and if you can find the bumblebee kind that has, let me grab one and show you this, and show you the bumblebee kind. These are in short supply around here. So if you can find them, go ahead and grab them. These are in short supply, but the bumblebee kind even has a little spoon in it. So if you can find any of those, it's got a little spoon so that you can put it on there. And then, yeah, tuck some lettuce in there, put some spinach leaves in, you know, something sturdy. I'm going to go again with the cucumbers. You know, if you got some of the some of the little mini Persian cucumbers, you know, you could just wrap. So you could put the tuna on here, and then you could just wrap it around that Persian cucumber. That would be so good. If you do have time to heat it up, though, I will tell you one of the most fantastic things that I've ever made here for lunch, and I wore myself out on it, and I have not had it in a couple of months, is I just used some of the tuna, put it on a tortilla, sprayed the tortilla with some nonstick spray, spread the tuna out on it, and then added a piece or two of just regular Velveeta cheese, and you can get Velveeta shreds, and it's also lower points. And then folded it over and put it in the air fryer, and, you know, kind of sprayed it, you know, so it doesn't get, you know, too much. You could put it in a pan. You could do it that way. You could even put it in the waffle iron, and I made a tuna melt. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. But for me, I just have to remind myself, don't eat that every day, because you'll drive yourself crazy. Okay. So a tuna melt is absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'm going to slow down just a little bit because I want to show you how to make these last two things. One of these, I'll put this over here. I went ahead and made just because it would take too long, you know, for us to assemble it here. But these are also great for if you do have time to heat them up. This was just heated up in the air fryer. If you've got time to heat them up, if you've got time to make a pizza, if you have time to make a tortilla pizza, you could put some light mozzarella cheese on there, some turkey pepperonis, something like that. Those are fantastic. Some thinly sliced tomatoes. You can make like a little like a caprese pizza, or you could make like a pizza margherita. That would also be really, really good. I'm not going to have that kind of time when I'm at work, because by the time I got all that assembled, 6 people would come in the door. Okay, we had one person on Saturday. We had one person from 10 until 12. And then my fearless helper here on Saturday said, gosh, I've never been here when it's been this slow. And I went, oh, thanks. You just jinxed us. And between 12 and 2, so 10 to 12, we had one person. 12 to 2, we had 5. Had 5 different couples, yeah, in 2 hours. Okay. But anyway, so as soon as I got all that assembled for a pizza, there would be no time to eat it. So I'm sticking with simple and easy things. But for a little treat, when it slows down in the afternoon, if I need a treat, this is literally, and it's not very pretty, but this is literally just one of these low carb tortillas. I sprayed some, I can't believe it's not butter. And I know this is not my normal healthy actual food things that I eat, but it tastes like butter, and I wanted butter. So I can't believe it's not butter. Spritz that on there, and then I sprinkled some of the peanut powder, which is actually almond powder in this case, and a little bit of Truvia baking blend. And then I sprinkled on a couple of Lily's dark chocolate chips, the mini chips, and just a couple of mini marshmallows. Yeah, a couple of mini marshmallows. And I cooked that in the air fryer on 360 for like 8 to 10 minutes. You kind of need to check it, but this is made a little peanut butter. It's a little peanut butter and buttery s'more. So let's see how this is. Yeah. Pretty darn perfect. Pretty darn perfect. And all of that would be like 2 points. You have to use the Lily's chocolate chips though, something like that. And then this last one, because we have 10 minutes, so I'm going to talk slowly. And I'm going to show you how I made it. So this last one is one that Gwen talks about occasionally. And she mentioned this, and maybe that's what made me decide to have the tortilla week, because she did mention this. Well, she loves egg sandwiches, so she talks all the time about how much of a treat egg sandwiches are. So what do you think I've had twice now this week? Either an egg sandwich, or like this morning we had the eggs on the tortillas. But this one, Gwen was talking about, and I'll have to go grab it. Apparently I put it back in the refrigerator. Oh, please. Just a moment. I promise I'm coming right back. So Gwen was talking about this Tuesday night, and I thought, no, that sounds really, really good. So just take a tortilla, and this is when you've got some time. Spray it with the I can't believe it's not butter. And you're going to spray that on the inside and the outside. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to spray it on one side. And then show you, take some applesauce. So this is unsweetened applesauce. And spread it around on the inside. Don't do it too, well, if you do it too thick, it just comes squishing out the sides. And that's not a terrible, terrible thing. But you're going to spread some unsweetened applesauce around on there. And then again, and sorry I did not measure this out, but you're going to sprinkle it with just a little bit of like Trivia baking blend. You can use your favorite, whatever your favorite low or no point sweetener is. You can put that on there, and then just a little bit of cinnamon. And then, so that's the tortilla, some unsweetened applesauce, a little bit of, I did Trivia baking blend. You could do stevia, you could do monk fruit, you could do whatever your favorite sweetener, low caloric sweetener is. And then a little bit of cinnamon. Fold that in half. And now remember, I sprayed the outside of this with the I can't believe it's not butter. And through the magic of television, I have one over here that I've already done, and I'm just going to swap these out so that I can cook the second one. And if you like extra cinnamon or extra sugar, you can put that on the outside too. And I had to lick my fingers because it is so good. And we just made a little fried pie. So this is a little 1 point fried pie. So my tortilla was 1 point. The unsweetened applesauce is 0 points as long as you get fruit as a 0 point. And remember, if you answered yes to the diabetic question on your assessment, then you will have to count the applesauce, but it won't be much, I promise. It's just a little bit. And then your favorite low or no calorie sweetener and a little bit of cinnamon. And then it's best if you do this, as much as I love my air fryer, a fried pie is best if you do it in a skillet over medium, like medium to high, not high, but like medium high heat. And then it makes a little fried pie. And let's taste it. With that little buttery taste and the cinnamon and sugar, and yes, you could put sliced apples in there too. That would be so good. But how stinking easy is that with the applesauce? Because the applesauce is already applesauce. I didn't have to do anything to it. I literally let that cook for maybe 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. But it made a little bitty fried pie, just enough to satisfy my fried pie desires. If you've never had an old church lady fried pie, this isn't exactly it, because it's not that lard laden, heavy, outer dough, but it's pretty darn good. It's good enough I'm going to make y'all watch me take another bite. I'll make another one for John. I'll make that one for you, John, if you're still listening. Man, those things are good. That would be good with peaches. It would be good with anything wrapped up in it. But the tortillas are sturdy enough. Like, it's not soggy. It's been sitting over there for 55 minutes waiting on us to start and do the chat. So it is not soggy. It is still fantastically delicious. And that would be so good with so many different things wrapped up in it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go cook this one. I hope that you all found some cool ideas. I already got some great ideas from you all as they were popping up. If you were watching this on YouTube, go ahead and let the next video roll over. And I would love it if you would go ahead and click this little thing down here and subscribe. And then if you would click the little bell so it will notify you every time that we have a new video. But you all have a fantastic week. I had another great time. I'm going to get this cleaned up here and run home because I want to eat my fried pie and take John one of his own. But y'all have a great week. Let me know. Go ahead and comment. Let me know what other things y'all like to do with tortillas because I'm always up for a great suggestion. And now, thanks a lot. I want pickles and cucumbers. Y'all got me started on that. Anyway, y'all have a great week. I had a great time, and I will see you next time. Good night.